Sparklies. We're live.
Is it working? Okay.
Yeah. Oh, look.
Hey, is it working, everyone? Let us know. It looks like we got 4 people watching.
All right, 4 people.
Yeah, I'm assuming we're going to get way less than the Game of Thrones ones because they're doing this Kevin Smith after show, which is a great idea.
Yeah. Thank you, Alex Carson, for telling us it's working. You too, Batfan JB.
Woo! Got 7. We'll wait a couple minutes.
Fan KJB. Thank you.
Cool. Got 9, and it's growing here. So
growing.
We decided to do another one of these because we both watched, or at least at one point in time, watched a lot of the CW shows.
Yeah.
We've kind of fallen off on some of them as it's gone along. I'm still watching Flash and Supergirl. What are you watching?
Just Flash. I started off with Arrow, and then I went to Flash, went to Legends, and I couldn't do Supergirl.
Understandable. Supergirl can be great, but it's got a lot of stuff that gets in the way.
Didn't like the pilot. I thought she was absolutely fantastic as Supergirl, and I love the idea, but the writing was not good. And later on in the first year, I actually had to watch a decent amount of the season to do we did the Awesome Comics.
Awesome! Who remembers Awesome Comics?
Yeah.
Hashtag bring back Awesome Comics.
All right. So I had to watch a decent amount of the season. It was just still there were good parts to it.
To Supergirl you're talking about.
Yeah, to Supergirl. Most of her stuff was fantastic. It was the secondary characters and the writing and the choices. So I don't watch Supergirl anymore.
Okay.
Long story short.
Bring back Awesome Comics. There we go.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's what's up. Bring back Porter.
That'd be nice.
So yeah, like I said, I we were doing the Game of Thrones ones, like these live streams. That was a lot of fun. So I thought we'd do it for this. Yeah. Like I mentioned earlier, they're doing their own after show, which is a great idea because Kevin Smith is the freaking man. So if you're watching that instead of this, totally get it.
Yeah. Give us a like later.
Sure. Take a look at this later. Yeah. So this, I think we got like 13 people. We'll just get into it, and we'll be on for a little while. So there's another Bring Back Porter. There we go. Thank you, Conrad. Hey, say hi earlier. Thanks, Conrad.
All right.
Gonna watch Superman and Lois show that starts next year. Yeah, I heard they're gonna be doing a Superman and Lois show
with Tyler Hoechlin.
Tyler Hoechlin and the girl who plays Lois.
Okay.
So
I'm down for Tyler Hoechlin being, continuing Superman.
For sure.
Since they have a kid now, I wonder if they're going to be running. They're going to be going off the Superman and Lois, the run that was like maybe 4 or 5 years ago.
I think it's still going. Is
it still going?
I thought his son is still in the current comics. I could be wrong.
So one where he was like the bearded Superman and.
Oh yeah. I'm not sure what they're gonna do, but his name is Jonathan because I think it was in the comics and stuff too. Okay. So that's pretty interesting. But
probably then, yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably check it out. I mean, I really do like Tyler Hoechlin Superman. Not a huge fan of that actress's version of Lois Lane.
Nobody beats Erica Durance.
I know it's
just nobody can do it.
It's a little tough.
Amy Adams is an absolutely fantastic actress. I love her in everything she's ever done. Except for anything she's done with DC as Lois Lane. Not good at all.
Yeah. Sorry.
It's Erica Durance or bust.
Erica Durance is the best version of Lois Lane I've ever seen for sure. So, she's supposed to pop back up here with Tom Welling eventually on this crossover thing. So we'll see what happens. Let's start at the beginning here. Have you ever read Crisis on Infinite Earths?
No, but I know what happens.
Okay.
It's on the list, the perpetually long list. Comics I need to read, but I know what happens, and I'm kind of in the know about like how this is supposed to go and how it, how they're doing it. You know what I mean? What they're changing.
The anti-monitor and all that stuff. I read it a few years ago now. I think it was quite a while ago now that I think about it. But I did get through it. I read it. Very confusing for someone who wasn't reading the continuity at that time, and it's still entertaining and obviously a seminal book that inspired this. And everyone knows Crisis on Infinite Earths.
Yeah.
Like people recognize the name still. So it was a crazy book. A lot of stuff happened in there. And they're obviously not going to be doing that same exact thing with this because it's tied into the CW universe and everything. But we started off right away, Earth 89, and we heard the Tim Burton Batman theme, and I was like, yeah!
That was awesome. Then, was it Nash?
No, it was what's his name? Somebody was it? No, it's not Nash. No, Knox.
Knox. Yeah, Knox.
Alexander Knox.
That's right. That was really good.
Yeah, that was so cool. Oh, that was great. Then we saw Earth 66. We saw Burt Ward, old Robin.
Holy Crimson something sky.
Crimson Skies, yeah.
Like, all right. Man. And he had like the colors and stuff too from the old Robin suit. Like, yeah, it was good.
Oh, so cool, so cool. I should probably.
Then we saw Titans too.
Yeah, well, you know what? They didn't seem to be looking up at anything. They just used footage and then like brightened it or something. Like, oh, their Earth is in trouble too. I guess I'm not watching Titans at all. I don't know what's going on in that show, but
I had no interest.
All I know is fuck Batman.
That's as soon as I saw that, I was like, that's a Dick Grayson, so I'm gonna go with no.
Right.
If it was Jason Todd. All right.
I mean, there is a point where that could have made sense. I mean, when he leaves Batman, he gets really mad before he becomes Nightwing. I mean, there's a breakup there, so.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I haven't seen Titans, so I can't really speak on it. But I just know it from that commercial. Everyone got upset about when Robin said that. But anyway, we saw that. We saw, I think, a couple other things that were leading up to it. It wasn't just those two.
Yeah.
I can't recall exactly what was at the beginning, but.
There's a lot to digest in this episode.
Right. I will say I was like a little surprised that they seem to be leaning so hard into current storylines that are going on in these shows right now. A lot of Supergirl stuff that's inconsequential to what's happening in this crossover was played out. Like several scenes were dedicated to that. I thought they kind of did away with that after like the first or second one. They just kind of like had a block
the meat of the story,
right? But they're not doing that now. It seems like
which is weird because like the Flash. He was preparing everybody for, Crisis and all that stuff, but none of that is going to cross over as far as like Blood Bank or whatever it is, or Blood Work.
Who's kind of Venom, but kind of not. I don't know what's going on anymore.
But like none of that's going to cross over. So, I mean, there really is no need to put that stuff on there. We could have focused on more of the actual story-driven moments.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not watching this for anything related to Supergirl's current story continuity.
No,
I'm watching this for Crisis.
Right.
So they really didn't need to put that in there.
They were trying in the marketing very hard to bring in people who are just interested in the name Crisis on Infinite Earths and are fans of the comics and things that people are familiar with, who like are really interested in just the name and like they know what it is and they want to see everything cross over. This did not do a good job, if that was their plan of trying to bring in new viewers, because this was all, like I said, just
previously established content.
Right, Supergirl stuff and a lot of Arrow stuff. When I haven't watched any of Arrow, like I'm not really into this version of Arrow that much. I know I like Stephen Amell and I like his portrayal in some ways, but I've never watched his show. So I know that this season they've been doing some wacky, crazy stuff with like time travel and the Monitor and everything. So I was completely lost on that.
Oh,
his daughter and all that stuff.
I didn't know he had a daughter and this and that.
What's going on?
I fell off Arrow 2-3 seasons ago.
Mm-hmm.
It just got too repetitive for me.
Yeah.
So
it always looked like I always tried to get into it, and then like I would just see all the same stuff I heard from you and my brother who watched it, and I was like, I'm just not.
As far as the storyline, I was like okay with his portrayal of Oliver and this and that. He was very Batman-esque.
Yeah.
But I was okay with it. It was just the someone had a secret. And then they tried to keep the secret for 2 episodes, and then one of the more inconsequential characters found out, and they're like, "You should tell someone." You're like, "No, I got it." And then an episode goes by, and then everybody finds out, and then 2 episodes later, everybody's pissed off, and then the cycle repeats. Right. And it did that for like 3 seasons.
Arrow.
I was like, "Fuck this, I'm done."
You're done, yeah. So you weren't feeling nice. You were feeling.
I was feeling.
Naughty. I love that you have to go like this.
I'm really feeling myself,
Oh, that is so funny. I'm sorry. Oh, okay.
This is not my everyday attire.
No,
I wore this for a.
They got pants too, right?
It does have pants.
Look at that matching pants.
I wore that for
that's so funny.
Ugly Christmas sweater party.
Gold dust. Yes, Jake. Gold dust.
Gorgeous. Oh, that's taking it back.
I know it is. It is. You wore this for an ugly sweater party or something?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good though. It's so funny that you have to go like that to turn it naughty.
Nice.
That's just like naughty. Oh my god, you could turn that so weird.
It's already weird. I don't have to turn it into anything. Anyway, Crisis on Infinite
I know.
Earths.
I feel like this would just be about that. Like this. That's what this live do is a review of these pajama things you guys going on. Anyway, so they were definitely keeping it to what was going on Supergirl mostly, like I said, with a little bit of Arrow. So they brought everyone in. We saw Flash come in, and they brought Batwoman in, the main characters that we were expecting to see from the other shows. But overall, this first episode, I wasn't super impressed with everything. I guess the one thing that they're pushing very hard was that Green Arrow, spoilers, obviously, I guess. Why are you watching this if you didn't see it yet? That Green Arrow is dead at the end of this first episode, which is an interesting choice. Oliver was acting completely different from the last time I saw him. So he's got the daughter and he's talking like, hey, I'm going to be 50, but I'm really still like 35, but I'm going to pretend I'm old for some reason.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure there's reasons for that in the actual season that's going on right now, but he was acting so different, it was kind of off-putting. So he dies at the end to try to save a few more people on Earth 38.
Which was completely expected.
For him to die at the first episode?
Well, at least for him to die. Like, I expected him to die, but it was earlier than I expected. Right. I expected it to be at the end. Sacrifice play, try and save Barry. And,
Barry's not going to die. Yeah, he'll come in at the last second. Yeah. Oliver would and save Barry. But, a very interesting way of doing things that I've seen so far with this. Now, I was looking forward to seeing maybe a little tease for Kingdom Come, Brandon Routh, Superman. We didn't see that. I thought maybe they would go the route of, by the way, weird that Superman and Lois have a kid. A little strange. I didn't see that coming, really.
Yeah.
And they sent him off, and he got caught in a wormhole and sent to the future of another world.
Yeah.
I was like, if it's the future of another world, wouldn't it be wiped out by now?
Unless it hasn't gotten there yet.
I guess it's taken a really long time to get there. I don't know. Yeah, it's always confusing with these kind of things. But so I thought maybe like they were going to the future of this other like version of Earth, and it was going to be an adult Superman. Like Jonathan would grow up to be that world Superman in the future, and that was going to be Brandon Routh. I was like, if they do that, that's going to be super dumb.
Yeah, I was really hoping that didn't. And then they brought in the old Oliver, who looked like he had a bionic arm.
Well, yeah, she stabbed his arm.
And there was sparks.
Yeah.
So
he didn't go or anything, just like, yeah.
Yeah. So I guess it's the Oliver from, 3 seasons ago? Or no,
it was from like the first season of Legends. Like, was that the same Oliver? I couldn't.
Well, he had more of the traditional goatee.
He had a long white beard.
He was missing the arm.
Yeah, I don't know if that was the same one or not. I don't know what they were going for that. I haven't been watching Legends for like 2 seasons because they just lost me. I tried really hard to keep on with that, and then they just took Rip basically completely out of it, and I'm just not into it anymore. So, it's overall. I mean, is it a solid start? I don't know. Like the Shadow Demons, do we need more of that stuff? Do we need more of like the henchmen? Like we've gotten that so many times. I was hoping this would just be like a character thing, focused story that would build up to a lot of the action, like a big action set piece every episode. And there was that in this, but I mean, it felt like we've done this a million times already.
Yeah, the shapeless, nameless horde.
Right. I don't think we need any more. The replacements for parademons or whatever you want to call them.
Yeah. And the thing about that was, it's like, okay, if you hit them, they poofed. So why didn't Kara and Superman just go in a big old circle and create a wind tunnel around the thing?
Know. Well, they were blasting with the quantum tower or whatever with their heat vision, so maybe they're just really tired. Remember they passed out from that? By the way, I gotta ask this, man. Okay, I love Melissa Benoist's version of Supergirl, Kara Danvers, great. But why is she? I understand she's got her own show. She's the focus of it. But why is she always like better than Superman? Like in every way? Like Superman is having like a big moment of self-doubt, like on that balcony at the DEO. And then she gives like this super inspiring speech and everything. And he's like, yeah, I guess you're right. Or something like that. And then later they're both doing the heat vision thing. And he passes out way earlier, which I guess could kind of make sense because he just came back to Earth and reabsorbed the sunlight and everything. So maybe, you can make that argument. But he's always inferior to her all the time, which is just a weird, I don't know, like Superman, like the ultimate hero.
Yeah.
Supergirl's great, but she isn't Superman.
She isn't quite his caliber.
Right. So interesting choices there, but there's definitely a lot of different areas they can go with this. I'm interested to see what they do to bring in Brandon Routh's Kingdom Come Superman and Kevin Conroy's.
We did see him, and he was like, "What did he say? What's her name? Cassandra or no, Kate?
Kate. Yeah.
Kate. Yeah.
Who's excited
Kate? And I'm like, oh, and he's got
excited?
the armor.
I know he's got the Kingdom Come armor. Who's excited for Kevin Conroy to finally play Bruce Wayne Batman on screen?
Yes.
Super hyped.
And you
for
know
that.
what? If this does well as far as his acting and his portrayal, as much as I would love a Michael Keaton Batman Beyond movie,
yeah,
because he has the look. Obviously, he has the look, and he already played Batman. It would be a little bit better in continuity wise. But to hear Kevin Conroy and see him as Old Man Bruce and have Terry McGinnis and do a full Batman Beyond live action, I would lose it. I would.
Yeah. I mean, that's originally what I was
on board.
That's originally what I was hoping would happen. But then, like, the rumors started about, Michael Keaton's version. I'm like, that would be great too.
I would be okay
let's
with
do that. I think that it would sell more in terms of a theatrical movie if Michael Keaton was attached to it. It just, unless they did like a series, like some kind of, like short Netflix style type of series with Kevin Conroy, like a high budget one like that, then I could see it. But if it's a theatrically released movie, I think they would probably bank off of the nostalgia of having.
Yeah, and he's still like
as Batman.
He's still got the acting potential in the punch.
Oh yeah,
I mean, like he still has that draw. It's Michael Keaton. Let's do it. Birdman. When he was in Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Yeah,
like he's
so good.
Still got it.
Yeah, for sure. The Founder, like the McDonald's movie, he's great in that movie too. He hasn't slowed down at all. Spotlight, another great movie he's in. But yeah, there's a lot to digest here. Just in general, talking about this episode. Where do you think they're going to be going next with this?
I would assume, just based off the previews, they're going to go to Earth 1 now, because I mean they're transported or they're on Earth 1. I think they're going to stay at Earth 1 because they saw
they saved half of Earth 38, like half the people on Earth 38.
Yeah,
it sounded like.
Kevin Conroy's Batman knows Kate, and he said Kate. So that's got to be his world.
Mm-hmm.
So it's got to be Earth 1.
Maybe. I mean, but then what is Brandon Routh's Kingdom Come Superman doing there then?
I don't know.
It's got to be another Earth. It's got to be another Earth.
I guess she would also be...
Unless Kevin Conroy is Batman on Earth 1 and it's a different Earth that
they go
Brandon
to
Routh
Superman?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. We'll have to see what happens with that. But I'm very hyped to see Kevin Conroy as Batman. Very hyped to see the return of Brandon Routh Superman. The suit looks great on him this time.
It really filled it out too.
Let's talk about Superman Returns for a moment here. What did you think of Superman Returns, Porter?
Weird choices. Underwear, suit, outside tidy readies. Like, wasn't a fan. He was okay.
Mm-hmm.
The thing that I always remember about that movie was Kevin Spacey as Lex, and I was totally for it. I thought Kevin Spacey was great as Lex Luthor.
Yeah, I thought
that's the biggest thing I've ever taken away from that movie. The rest of it's pretty just blah. It was there. He got shot in the eye with a super close up.
Yeah, I remember that.
And that's about it.
I think that he was very young when he took that on. He was like 23 or 24 or something. And they obviously picked him a lot because he looks like Christopher Reeve. He had the blue eye contacts. He had a really weird hairstyle.
Yeah.
Like very forced curl thing. This suit looked awful on him, I thought. It was like this tiny little F on his shirt. Little Superman F for him. And the suit looked bad. I mean, he's a big guy, but they made him look like an underwear model for some reason.
There's no definition.
Yeah, it was a very just
back to the George Reeves suit, even though George
Reeves at least
he
stout.
filled it out. He had the shoulders for it.
For sure. But just the left and everything, and just I wasn't into all that.
Yeah.
The movie itself had some bright spots, but I wasn't a big fan of Superman Returns. Since then, though, I really like Brandon Routh. I think the first thing I saw him in that I really liked was Scott Pilgrim vs. the World.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this guy's good.
Yeah.
All right, let's give him another shot or something.
There was a movie, he was like some paranormal bounty hunter or something like that.
Sounds familiar, but I haven't seen it.
I can't remember. I saw a little bit of it, and I thought he was good. He played, from what I saw, he acted well, and then Legends is pretty much.
He's got a lot of charisma.
Yeah.
I like him a lot as the Atom.
It totally fits. He's really good in it. I liked Legends. I just kind of fell off because it just didn't hold my attention.
Mm-hmm. No, I totally understand. Where else was he? He was. Oh yeah, he just was in Are You Afraid of the Dark, the reboot. He was on an episode. He's got a random episode. He had like hair like mine. Like it was long. I was like, what is he? He was like the dad of one of the characters and just popped up for like an episode, like a quick cameo. I was like, what is he doing in this? So he's been kind of around lately. He's been doing a lot of stuff. So I think it's a big deal for him to kind of close out that chapter of his career, to go back and play Superman one more time and play this version of Superman,
which is a very high profile Superman.
Absolutely, it's the older Superman. There's a great story there if they ever want to tell it on screen.
The art behind it, I mean, it's so realistic.
Yeah, it's Alex Ross.
Yeah, I mean,
and he becomes a great book.
He fits it. Like just the look, like with the gray at the temples, with the hair coming back. You did see it in some of the shots of him, like on the trailers and stills, like with the S. I mean, it's it. That's it, and it looks good.
Yeah, the suit looks so good on him now.
Yeah,
it's like, man, I don't like, why did they make him look so dumb before?
Because it was Bryan Singer, and he's an idiot.
Bryan Singer. You know what? That's why.
Stick to X-Men, you dumbass.
He directed Apocalypse, didn't he? And no one liked that.
Okay, never mind. Oh, fuck.
Just give it up. So that's him and Conroy, the two things I'm looking forward to the most.
And Welling.
Oh, and Welling, yeah, almost forgot.
And Welling.
Of course. I mean, since day one, we've been requesting
absolutely
for Smallville to cross over with the other CW universe. So when is it going to happen? Is it going to be episode 3? Is it going to be episode 4?
I don't know. Honestly,
episode?
I heard the rumor mill. I heard it's a short scene. Like he isn't in it that much. So he could be anywhere. He could be a quick save. He could be a pep talk. He could be a not my fight, which I don't technically see.
God, that'd be so stupid.
So
he's got to put on the suit. Who wants to see Tom Welling in the Superman suit?
Oh God, absolutely.
It's got to happen. We need it. We demand it. We need to see it.
It's been how many years? Was it 2011 that it went off?
Yeah.
2010? 2011. So, I mean, 8 years. We had 10 years of no flights, no tights.
I know, but it's over. He's supposed to be Superman now.
Exactly.
Put him in the suit.
We got that tease right at the end, and now it's so many years later. It's like, okay, you guys can have him in the suit. He's still jacked. He's still huge. If anybody was watching the last season of Lucifer on Fox before it went to Netflix, he was the main character in that. And he was jacked, and he looked good, and he still can act very well. It was a very different character than Superman, Clark Kent, but he still can act really well. So it's like, put him in the suit. Just give us a little fan service, because I mean, it's not always a bad thing to have some fan service. And I would, I'd lose my shit.
Right. And Erica Durant says Lois is supposed to come back too, so that'll be an interesting scene. Let's go ahead and take a couple questions. If you guys got questions, put them in the comments now. We'll go back and see through the chat here, and we'll see what we want to answer. Everyone's saying hi.
Red Arrow.
Red Arrow, yeah. Let's see. Bring back awesome comics. Yes, we talked about. Yes,
Homer, Batman, you're Batman.
Keep using that hashtag.
Kevin Conroy tomorrow. I'm excited. Burt Ward, that was dope. Like we were talking about. How did it say Joker got caught again if he died in Batman 89? Oh, yeah.
I missed it. What did it say?
On the newspaper that Knox was reading, it said something about Joker being caught again.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I remember seeing a
who put that
photo.
Up? Batfan KJB. Very good observation.
I remember seeing a set photo that was like saying like Batman to marry Selena Kyle, and it had Michelle Pfeiffer and Michael Keaton's face on the newspaper. So I guess that's a different thing, or maybe we'll see that later. Interesting. Yeah, if Joker is, maybe it's a different Joker.
Yeah, it could be.
I mean, they made it obvious that was the 89 universe.
Yeah.
They played the music. They showed Alexander Knox.
But he I mean, obviously he's going to look older, so maybe we're in a Batman Beyond era type deal, and there was
it was like a Red Sky, but I mean, Red Sky was Batman Beyond kind of sometimes. So,
yeah, so I mean, who knows?
Let's see what else we got. Harley Quinn. Yeah, we think Harley Quinn will pop up. She was on that one episode of Arrow, right?
Yeah.
Probably not.
There's the back of her head.
Yeah.
She said something about, like, you two need marriage counseling. I'm a licensed whatever.
I didn't even see it. I just heard about it.
Yeah.
Who do you guys want to see pop up in here that wasn't announced yet? Let us know in the comments, too, in addition to your questions.
Oh, I can answer that right now.
Who?
We know he's not going to be in there.
Michael Rosenbaum.
Michael freaking Rosenbaum.
I know. I want Michael Rosenbaum as Lex, too. I really wish that would happen.
Or Wally. Like, let's get some.
Oh, yeah. Where is Wally West?
That's a good one.
Where is Kid Flash? Where is he?
I don't know. Tibet or something?
I don't know where he is. I haven't been watching Legends. I don't know if he's on there anymore.
I remember Joe saying something about he was like in Tibet or something, or he was somewhere with some monks getting inner peace.
I thought I saw him after that on Flash. Made like a guest appearance on an episode or something. I don't know.
But we could totally, if they, I assume it's not. What's his name? Kenyon or Kenyon?
Who? I don't know his name. I don't know his name.
The actor who plays Kid Flash, I assume it's more of the studio not having the budget to put more of the VFX in with his Flash on top of the other VFX that they have to put in with the other characters. I think that's what I heard a while back. But if it's maybe something where he doesn't want to be in the show or anything like that, like, we could totally use Crisis to blend some stuff together and to get a Michael Rosenbaum, Wally West from our childhood.
Oh, that would be so cool. Yeah, I remember you mentioned it earlier. Yeah, that would be great.
That would be amazing. I saw a render. I don't know if it was Boss Logic who did it or whatever, but it was Michael Rosenbaum with the red hair, and he was in a Flash suit.
That would be awesome.
And it looks so good.
He's like 47 now, but he's still in good shape. He could pull it off. Let him do it.
And
his podcast is great too, by the way. Inside of You with Michael Rosenbaum, fantastic
podcast. So I think he would do fantastic. Lex or Wally.
Someone's saying, do you think Mark Hamill will show up? I mean, he is the trickster.
Lose it.
He is the trickster both in the 90s Flash and in the current Flash. He was the older trickster. So maybe he'll pop up as that. Maybe we'll see like a little silhouette as him as the Joker. I haven't heard anything about it.
Laugh. Yeah, in live action,
that would be pretty cool.
I'd lose it.
Right. I would love to see Mark Hamill. You're right, Jake.
Justice League something or another, the one that has the little short animated things, the Justice League stuff.
Justice League Action.
They just had a Mark Hamill Joker trickster short come out.
Oh, that was from a few years ago.
Oh, was it from a few years ago? I just saw it recently.
It was like Joker interacting with Mark Hamill and stuff.
Yeah, I just saw it the other day.
That was great. Hamill's a busy man right now. Going to be promoting episode 9, so he's all over the place. But it would be great to see him pop up in this somehow. Where are we at?
Bruce Wayne. I mean Batman. Homer, Batman, I am Vengeance. I am the Knight. I am Bruce Wayne. I mean, I am Batman. I actually, when I met Kevin Conroy years ago, we did that. Yeah, we were. He did that right when we were walking away, and it was one of the coolest things ever.
Oh, someone's asking who would play Terry in a Batman Beyond movie. I got no picks right now.
No one off the top of my head.
A younger
Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Let's just do it.
He's too old.
I love him in everything.
He's older than us.
Yeah, it's true.
It's got to be a teenager.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Or at least like someone in their early 20s who could
play a teenager.
Who's a dark-looking. I mean, like dark hair, dark features, kind of. You know.
I don't have anybody for that. That's a thinker.
I have to think about that for sure. A few people are saying Mark Hamill. Yeah, Mark Hamill would be great to see. Oh, James Gordon from Gotham. They haven't shown anything from Gotham, which is kind of surprising. But you know that show just ended, so maybe they were just like, forget it.
James Gordon, is that Jim's son?
No, James Gordon is Jim Gordon.
Oh, okay. Well, I always just called him Jim Gordon. So.
Well, I mean, yeah, I know, but people call him James Gordon. That would be cool to see. What's his name from the OC? What's the dude's name? He plays.
That in that shitty ass show that was.
People love that. People love Gotham.
Never should have been made.
People love Gotham.
I'm the king of Gotham. I'm the king.
I gave it up after one season. But people liked it. It became very hokey and like something that people just liked because it was so zany after that. So maybe if I would have kept watching, I would have liked it. But
I seriously
wasn't my thing.
You have sense.
Someone said like your hoodie. Yes.
Thank you.
Wait, we'll do it again. Do it again.
Oh, wait.
Naughty. He's naughty.
And nice.
Let's see what else we got here. Excuse me. Talk about the tour. Jew the Dude. I don't know what they were talking about with the tour.
Is Rip Hunter going to be back? Seriously doubt it.
I loved Rip Hunter, man.
I thought he was a great character.
He was a really interesting character. I think I lost my place. This often happens.
Or wait, no.
Jew the Dude,
yeah. Yeah.
Okay, Birds of Prey movie. What are your thoughts on that? Birds of Prey.
I mean, I don't know. The title is a little ridiculous. But I mean, Margot Robbie's a good Harley Quinn. I liked her.
It just looks like Suicide Squad all over again.
Yeah. It just looks like the studio saying, "Oh, well, we can do Suicide Squad 2 with Margot Robbie, but let's try and ride this cash cow, as far as we can. So let's just give her a movie. Oh, Birds of Prey, and let's just
make
put
a Harley
together.
Quinn movie, man."
Yeah. So I mean, my knowledge of Birds of Prey is pretty limited. But was she ever actually in Birds of Prey? It was Huntress. It was Oracle. And was it Batgirl?
Remember.
It was Batgirl.
Was it Batgirl?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Batgirl.
Was it a different Batgirl? Because Oracle is Barbara Gordon.
Right. I think it was a different Batgirl.
I know Huntress. I can't remember who the other one was. I'm sure you guys will tell us in there.
Yeah, but I mean, so I don't know why it's Canary.
I think it is Black Canary.
Is it Black Canary?
It sounds right. Could be wrong.
I don't freaking remember.
Geek Prime X, the original CW WB Birds of Prey TV show, which aired for like a couple episodes.
Oh, Helena Wayne Huntress, right.
It's also going to be a part of the crossover. Okay, I didn't know that. So that's pretty cool. That's actually happening.
Oh, she's got to be Kevin Conroy's kid then.
I guess. I don't know.
Because he's the oldest to have like an older daughter.
I don't know. I'm kind of sick of the whole like it's my cousin thing. Like when I heard that, I was like, come on, that's what they're doing with that woman. Give me a break, man.
Yeah.
Even that's how it is in the comics. I'm like, it's time to break away from the cousin thing. Let's see what else we got here. If the suit doesn't fit, you must acquit. That's right, Jake. Talking about Superman, Brandon Routh.
Last TV show I watched.
Dylan Dog. Dylan Dog, the movie.
Oh yeah, Dylan Dog, Bounty Hunter or whatever. Yeah.
Is that really Oliver's death? Darkstar is asking. I mean, what do you think? You think he comes back, or they use a different version of Oliver? Maybe that older version.
Probably a different version to get some type of closure.
Main storyline: Oliver's dead in the crossover.
I don't know how. So I know we're gonna have an Arrow episode in January to finish out the crossover.
Just one.
Because
right, because that's part of the crossover. You're right. Yeah.
So since I'm not up on it, Arrow, I don't know when the show is actually ending. I heard it got like 10 episodes or something like that.
Right, I know it's a shorter season.
That sounds like right in the amount of time for the amount of episodes.
Yeah.
So it very well could be, but I mean, if it is, he went out like a champ, I guess, fighting, saving people. So that's about as good as you can get, I would say.
Yeah.
I mean,
we'll see. I mean, it kind of seems a little early to cross him off the list, but we'll see if he pops back up.
Yeah.
Adam Grunther, how long do you think Kevin Conroy's Bruce will be on screen for?
Probably as limited as possible, which is unfortunate.
A scene, maybe 2 scenes?
Probably. I could see 3 scenes.
Okay.
But I can't see him doing any actual fighting or anything like that. I definitely can't see him getting in any type of suit other than the exosuit that he has on in the promo.
Yeah, I don't. It'd be unless we see his ears.
Cave.
Yeah, like his ears or something.
Yeah,
like, I don't think we're
something at a distance, like a silhouette, maybe.
Yeah, right.
I can't see him getting suited up, which is highly unfortunate.
But I agree. Boneyard 009 says Kid Flash is in the desert somewhere. So if that's where he was last seen on like Legends or something, that's where he is. I haven't seen it, so I can't say for sure because I did. Like I said,
apparently the actor said Wally will appear in Crisis or after Crisis.
After Crisis. Why would he appear after? That's dumb.
Unless Barry actually dies and he takes over at Central City for a little while.
He should, but we'll see what happens if they're actually going to go ahead and kill off Barry.
Ben McKenzie played Gordon.
Oh yeah, right. What is your favorite Justice League storyline?
Oh God, there's so many.
We're talking about the cartoon show.
Probably, yeah.
Man, there's a lot.
And it's been a while since I saw it as a kid, but I watched the first couple seasons.
Everything's so good.
Before Unlimited, pretty much everything.
Unlimited's still great. Unlimited's still great, man. I'm telling you.
But it just didn't have the same gravitas.
I don't know, man. I think you got to rewatch it. Unlimited was just as good, if not maybe better.
I like the incorporation of all the more superheroes, but the single episode versus the 2-episode,
But they did have a lot of multi-parters in Unlimited to make it an hour or more. Like, I'm just saying, I'm super suggestive.
It wasn't. I liked it. I just don't think I liked it as much as the original Justice League.
Sure. I mean, everything in Justice League and Justice League Unlimited was great. One of the things that stuck out to me was the episode with, I think I put it in my top 5 for Unlimited, was Captain Marvel, aka Shazam, versus Superman fighting. That was a really fun episode. The episode where Superman goes back in time, like on accident, and I think it was, or we went to the future, and just Vandal Savage was alive,
right?
And he had a beard, and he had no power. Like, great episode.
The one that sticks out to me, just off the top of my head, is the one where Superman takes Jean back to Smallville for Christmas.
Oh yeah.
That was a really good
episode.
That was a single episode,
heartfelt
right?
Stuff.
Yeah.
I can't remember if it was.
It was a single episode.
Yeah, because that was like a special or something.
Yeah, I remember that. That was one that always stuck out to me that I thought was really good.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I've done top 5s for best episodes of Unlimited and regular Justice League, so you could go look at that for more of my thoughts on that series, because I went very detailed with a lot of those episodes, and I had a lot of honorable mentions. Let's see what we got here. About the new Trickster from season 1 of The Flash, which was like the Trickster's kid or something. I don't think he'll pop up.
I doubt it. If they're gonna have Trickster,
it should be Mark Hamill. What else we got?
Gotham's poop for Mr. Skywalker 1. I agree.
Lost my place again.
There we go. Cameron Monaghan was good.
That's the Joker,
just
right?
Gonna not.
It's proto Joker or something. I don't know. It's very confusing. I've tried to look into it, and it's just very confusing.
So we've got
There's
him
like 2
with
versions of him.
We've got him with the cut off face, a la New 52, Death of the Family, Joker, which was an amazing run. I absolutely loved it. He was terrifying. It looked great. But then you've got this version with Cameron Monaghan. Like, he's a great actor. Totally fine. I didn't agree with them doing Joker at all, especially this Joker. So it's like, no. And then the Jeepers Creepers-esque Joker later on in the last season that is apparently his
like scarred or something.
Brother or
yeah,
something.
It's his twin brother. It looked very confusing to me. Adam Grunther says Alexander Siddig was Ra's al Ghul in Gotham. You couldn't get a more perfect casting choice. The first season was awful, but the show got much better in the second season. That's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of people liked it after, so maybe I would have liked it if I would have kept watching it. If I looked at it through a different lens, If it was just kind of all goofy, then like, okay, they're just having fun doing whatever they want. Because it's been all over the place. The first season was trying to be very serious most of the time, but then they throw in these goofy things. I'm like, what are you doing?
And then they just start changing the shit around, like Selena Kyle witnessing the death of his parents.
It was a weird thing. I would have wanted that if from the beginning the Arrowverse shows was like the DCEU, like how Netflix, Marvel shows, and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was in the DCEU. I'm assuming you're talking about like the crossovers and stuff, if they were all available.
Yeah.
The thing. When someone comments, it drags me all the way back down. So I'm trying to go through the old comments, and it's not working. Where are we at here? If I see a Spider-Man cameo, I'm done. That would be funny.
What are your thoughts?
We talked about the ending of that. Yeah. Black Canary and Lady Blackhawk. I'm assuming that was for
Birds of Prey.
Yeah.
I think Roy Harper might be in Legends of Tomorrow's. I don't know whatever happened with his character. I don't remember. So
Bruce Wayne is dead in the Birds of Prey universe. He was killed by Joker.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Well, we got some people agreeing with you about Gotham.
Thank you, Conrad Chambers. It was shit.
Let's see where we at here.
It's going to be a backdoor pilot for the middle show. Green Arrow.
And the Canaries? I don't know what that is.
I don't know.
I have not seen Preacher, Paul Grillo.
I tried watching it. I got bored.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I got bored with it. I love, what the hell is that actor's name? Dominic Cooper, I think his name is. Oh. Dominic Cooper, and then the woman character, she was in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. She played the lady in the dress or whatever it was. But I thought she was great, but I got bored.
I see. Someone's asking about Dean Cain, Boneyard 009. If Dean Cain is going to make a cameo, I just don't know. I mean, they got him.
Was in there, right? He's there. He was the dad or something?
He's Supergirl's adopted father.
Right,
he's got a really weird storyline, and he's like missing. I don't know what's going on with him now, but a pretty dumb thing to have him literally in one of the shows and not have him as like the Lois and Clark Superman. I don't know why you wouldn't at least do something with that, or Terry Hatcher as Lois. I mean, you should do that if
absolutely.
If they had them, why not do it? And she was in Supergirl too. Terry Hatcher was in Supergirl as well. Let's see what else we got. Don't know. Did pick up the Batman Beyond Blu-ray? Jake is asking. Not yet.
Want to.
I should.
I was looking at it. It looks so good.
I haven't even watched my Batman animated series Blu-ray yet. I mean, I wanted to do a special video series with that, and that didn't really work out with the channel and everything. So hopefully soon I could get back into it. I want to do some kind of new top 5 or new top 10 or something, or just talk about it more. Mr. Skywalker says poop again. Have you seen the Harley Quinn series? BD Night Entertainment is asking. I've seen the commercials, the animated series on DC Universe. It's very adult looking.
Yeah, I heard it's pretty like R-rated or something like that, or TVMA, and
they're going all out with that.
Kaylee Cuoco, or however the hell you say
Kaylee
her last name.
Cuoco. I don't
know. Interesting choice for Harley. I've been a longtime fan of Big Bang. I know some nerds hate it, some nerds love it. I don't give a shit. I love the show. So it's going to be hard for me to separate Penny from Harley Quinn, especially after, the Harley Quinn I grew up on. But I'm interested in it. It looks good. I'm okay with the animation style. And it looks like it's just going to be a funny blast. Like, I will take this Harley Quinn and her like gaining like an independence from the Joker. Like, you saw her like knock him out and this and that. And like, if he's going to fuck with me, I'm going to fuck with him right back. Like, from that trailer. Like, I will take that in the form of an animated series more so than I will the live action, because I feel like you can do a lot more with an animated series.
That's a good point.
And it's not necessarily going to be a cash grab.
Right.
This is going to tell the story. Whereas I feel like Birds of Prey is a desperate attempt at cash because of how popular she is, how good Harley.
The full title, Margot Robbie
did in it, like, with the rest of their universe floundering, like, ooh, we got to try and do something.
Right.
So,
I mean, their standalone movies are doing really well. So it's like, what is this? It still kind of seems like it's part of the DCEU. So we'll see. The full title of the movie is like Birds of Prey and the Fantabulous Emancipation of One Harley Quinn.
Yes.
Interesting long title.
Which just puts it into, this is a Harley Quinn movie, especially since she's very trailer set, like, central into the trailer. But it's like, okay, the name of the movie first and foremost is Birds of Prey. But it's
also Harley Quinn.
Yeah, so it's like, what are you doing here? Is it
just make a Harley Quinn movie? That's what I'm saying. Just make a Harley Quinn movie. People would see it.
Yeah.
Adam Grunther is asking, have you seen Doom Patrol? It's extremely bizarre, but it is incredible. Brendan Fraser, yay, is perfect as Robot Man. I've heard a lot about Doom Patrol, but I've not seen it.
I heard it's weird. I mean, I really have, other than the Harley Quinn show, I really have no interest in anything from the DC streaming service.
Yeah, I mean, if I had it, I would watch some of this stuff maybe. But, I mean, I watch so many things. It's like there's so much entertainment out there now, guys. It's hard to keep up with everything. So, like, I constantly have to decide what I'm going to, like, keep with and what I'm going to, like, drop and all this.
Like, the Harley Quinn grabbed my attention enough to be like, if I can see it, I'll see it.
Check it out.
But everything else, it's like I have no interest.
Yeah.
And so with the dawn of the streaming services, like we've had Netflix, Hulu, Prime Video, now Disney Plus is established, and Mandalorian. Like, I know that's like pretty much the only original series out right now. It's going to be a while for the rest of them.
There's a few.
I mean,
the World According to Jeff Goldblum.
I mean, like,
there's a couple things out right now that are original to Disney Plus, but not like a lot of scripted series.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I know it's pretty lacking in terms of that type of content, but seriously, if they only had Mandalorian for at least just the next year, I'm cool with it because it's high quality TV.
Mandalorian's my favorite Star Wars thing since Return of the Jedi.
I can see that.
Love it.
I can see
love The Mandalorian.
It is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah,
totally. We should do a season recap.
Oh, that'd be fun. Do you guys want to see us talk about Mandalorian after the seas's over? Let us know.
That's gonna be 3 hours. I'm gonna lose my shit on.
We're just gonna be doing the theme the whole time.
I'm actually looking into trying to make my own Mandalorian welding hood.
Oh,
because
Jim built the suit. Did you see that? He built the gun and the suit.
Yeah. So if I can build my own, I'm a welder by trade, and I have another job. But so if I can make my own Mandalorian welding hood, that would just be amazing. I can't wait to walk on a job with that hood.
Yeah, man.
Like, just
that would be freaking awesome.
Oh,
you gotta take a picture if that ever happens. Obviously, many pictures.
Oh, absolutely.
What else we got here? By the way, Brendan Fraser going back to Doom Patrol. I
love Brendan Fraser.
So
I mean,
I'm glad he's doing something.
Yeah, the Mummy movies, George of the Jungle, classic.
Yeah. It was great in Crash. A lot of people don't like Crash.
Crash was amazing.
I like Crash.
Funny story.
Everyone hates Crash. I like Crash.
I love Crash. I saw that came out when I was in high school, like a junior, I think. I actually got my expository writing teacher to show the movie and have us write about the movie. And I had sold it to her like, oh, it's a good movie. Yeah, it's rated R, but totally forgot about as many F-bombs in there. The sex scene between Don Cheadle and what's her name. And she was just kind of like, when the movie is going on, and it's like, oh yeah, sorry, teach, forgot about that.
Yeah,
but
it's an R-rated movie.
Love that movie.
It won Best Picture at the Oscars, but everyone
absolutely
thinks
fantastic.
It's the most undeserving Best Picture winner in history.
Absolutely not.
By the way, I've seen like almost 40 movies this year, guys, which is a lot even for me. So I'm going to be doing like a top 10 or top 5 at the end of the year. I just watched The Irishman last night. Wow, it's in the running for the top spot.
I haven't seen it yet. I still need a solid 3.5 hours to dedicate to it.
It's great. It's absolutely great. Uncut Gems, by the way, the new Adam Sandler movie. I saw an advanced screening of that.
He was telling me about it. This is amazing.
See that movie. That's all I'm going to say.
I saw Joker obviously a while ago, but I saw
Joker's up there for me too.
A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood recently.
Great.
So the Joker versus Mr. Rogers for the Academy Award.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
I am down.
We'll see what happens.
Mr. Rogers might be supporting.
He seemed to be a supporting role in that movie, so I'm not sure if he's going to be in the leading actor category. So we'll see.
But yeah, like Joker versus Mr. Rogers. That's
I know.
Awesome.
I mean, like I said, Adam Sandler in this movie. I'm telling you.
That's what you're saying.
I'm telling you. He is amazing in that. Plus, Al Pacino in The Irishman is incredible as Jimmy Hoffa. He's got to be nominated as well. Anyway, I know it's supposed to be about the crisis for her, so let's get back to some DC talk here.
Yeah.
Let's see. Titans are on Earth 9. Oh, okay. I didn't catch that when it came up there.
Random arbitrary number.
Yeah, I'm sure there's some tie into some reason why it's number 9. Phone is ringing. Can't talk right now. Did you guys see the new Wonder Woman trailer? No, I didn't get to see it yet.
I did.
Well, how is it?
It was good.
Yeah.
Do you want to do a live reaction?
We could.
I could
pull it up while I answer some more questions.
All right, let me.
All right, we're gonna do a live reaction because I haven't seen it yet of the Wonder Woman trailer.
Oh, this is funny.
Yeah, this will be interesting. I'm gonna read.
Sorry, we're not gonna be able to view the actual trailer, you guys, but.
John Moriarty, how's it going, John? Have either of you guys watched Watchmen on HBO yet? Thoughts?
No.
I'm gonna get to it.
To.
Yeah, I'm gonna get to it. Just haven't had a chance yet. I'm trying to stay away from spoilers for that show, but I've heard it's great. Man,
your brother's calling.
I know he called me too. Let's see.
Hey, look, we're on YouTube.
Hey, it's us. It's literally we're seeing ourselves on this giant TV right now. That's pretty funny. Let's see what else we got here.
All right.
Oh, Swamp Thing on the DC app I heard is great. RJ Godzilla 81. Thanks for telling me.
I've
heard.
I want to see that, but then part of me is like, you know what? I'll wait because they didn't renew it.
No, it's just I think it's over though. The first season's out, the only season. But I heard that's great as well. Let's see what else.
All right, I got
RJ Godzilla 81. Yeah, about a Mando season 1 review stream. That'll be fun.
I heart Crash. Rachel Curran. Thank you very much. Wait, do we watch Game of?
I mean, we have a whole stream on here, like for every episode of last season. So go check that out. And we reviewed them. They weren't live streams, but we reviewed the 7th season, I think, too.
Yeah.
George of the Jungle. Ariel is saying, "I love George of the Jungle." Yes, George of the Jungle is a funny movie back in the day. I'm not sure if it holds up now, but back in the day, it was pretty funny. A Mandalorian movie from DC. Oh. Yes, let's see that. Thoughts on Static Shock? Jake wants to know.
Oh, absolutely classic.
Very underrated character.
Completely agree.
Dwayne McDuffie created him. Who's one of the best writers of modern superhero, I guess cartoons, I should say, because he was one of the main writers on Justice League and Justice League Unlimited and stuff. Very underrated character. I really wish we would have got Static Shock instead of Black Lightning, honestly, as a TV series.
Yeah, absolutely.
Black Lightning's an interesting character. But I mean, like, Static Shock is much more relatable, I think, to a lot of people, and he's younger.
Yeah, back then and even to now, like looking at old clips from the TV series, like
that's they're on this kick right now. DC is of doing their sort of standalone movies. Do a Static Shock movie.
I would see
a Static Shock
DC movie.
100%. I'd do that too. Let's see. Two people are talking about the Wonder Woman trailer. No, I don't watch The Walking Dead. Rachel,
I watched it. I fell off a couple seasons ago.
Jake's asking if I got the Zeonizer. That's the Power Ranger thing. I have half of the original toy, like from back in the day, but I didn't get the re-release. John's saying trailer for the Infinity Trinity looks amazing, by the way. Can't wait to watch it. Yeah. Yes. By the way, guys, before we get into this live reaction of the Wonder Woman trailer, I did announce yesterday that Infinity Trinity is coming to this channel. It's starting on Saturday, this coming Saturday, December 14th, and it's going all the way to December 18th, that Wednesday, all 5 episodes, 1 per day. I'm going to make them a premiere, so there'll be like live videos kind of where you could see and we can interact with each other as we're watching it for the first time, and then they'll be up on my channel and anyone can check them out. So it's been over 5 years, and he's in all the episodes.
Yes, I was.
Playing a character I don't think you'll expect. So
yeah, it's an interesting choice.
Yeah, so make sure you guys tune in, please. If you're gonna watch anything on this channel that's ever been on here, it's gonna be number 1, the Infinity Trinity stuff.
Yeah.
Watch those, please, and let me know what
quality
you guys think.
for the budget that you had.
We had no budget,
which was no budget.
Absolutely no budget.
The quality, the production quality for something like that is the best I've ever seen.
Yeah, so please watch the Infinity Trinity when it comes out here this coming Saturday. I really appreciate it, guys. Ranger Danger from DC. Was Gotham the biggest letdown like Game of Thrones? I mean, I wouldn't say I was kind of excited for Gotham, but Game of Thrones, I don't know. That I'm still processing that.
We're gonna be processing that till Winds of Winter comes out.
Yeah. Did anyone see the Zeta Project? Jake is asking. That's like the lost DCEU show. There's an episode.
Oh yeah, that's the one where what's his name from Batman Beyond?
Yeah, Zeta. I never watched it, but I want to track down the DVD so I could say I own the whole DCEU.
Oh yeah.
Amazing episode, but sad ending. Talking about Crisis Episode 1, Destroyer X says. JD's 23, the Doom Patrol episode, Titans was good. Not sure if Timothy Dalton is better than the original Professor. The rest of the Doom Patrol cast was in it. Robot Man was tragic and great. Man, I was really pushing for Timothy Dalton to be the new Alfred in the new Snyder movies, but that didn't work out. Jeremy Irons is not a bad Alfred, though.
I'll take Jeremy Irons over Timothy Dalton. Timothy Dalton, to me,
I love Timothy Dalton.
He looks like an evil character. Like the guy just looks
he's an
evil.
Actor. He's an actor.
He looks like a bad guy.
He's an actor, man. It's okay.
I mean, he just looks like a bad guy.
I think he'd be a great Alfred. That's just my opinion. Do you watch Pokemon? I mean, way back when I watched Pokemon.
Yeah, when I was knee high to a duck.
Yeah, Stargirl teaser. Did you watch? I didn't even know about there's a Stargirl teaser.
Didn't even hear about it.
Yeah. Tim just says Tim was better. I don't know about as who, Jake, but thank you. All right, we're gonna watch this Wonder Woman 84 trailer really quick.
All right,
and we're gonna do a live reaction.
Do you need me to turn off that light, or it's right in the?
Nah, it's all right. I can see it. All right, I've not seen the Wonder Woman trailer yet. We're gonna watch this. This is a full DC stream, folks.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Turn it up.
Don't turn it too loud. I don't want to get copyrighted on this. Kristen Wiig. She's supposed to play Cheetah, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Chris Pine.
So many times. Yeah, all the time.
Oh, they're going all Stranger Things with because it's 80s.
Oh,
1984.
Big
Okay.
mall.
Oh, this is really Stranger Things.
Yeah,
This is Starcourt Mall.
80s.
Season 3. Oh, look at that. Oh, is
Pedro
that
Pascal.
Pedro Pascal, man, straight off Mandalorian. He's in everything. The Viper lives. Red Viper? Was he just a Viper? Let's see. I really hope this doesn't get taken down for copyright on the
Oh,
sound.
yeah, it would suck.
So hopefully it's okay.
Turn it down?
Just a little bit. Steve's alive?
I guess.
Wait, what's going on?
Exactly.
Pedro Pascal with blonde hair. Interesting choice.
Weird.
Man, they're really cashing in on this 80s nostalgia thing, aren't they? It's still going, even years later. Years later than I thought it would be. The 90s nostalgia is not as strong as I thought it would have been.
No.
In like modern movies and stuff.
A new era.
New era of wonder.
So they're in a jet.
Oh, they're blowing up the Great Wall of China? What's going on there? Oh, they're in like the White House. So Chris Pine. Oh, they're showing either that's a flashback or another version of the mascara.
It looks like they're
look at that. Wow.
Mascara.
This looks pretty interesting. Look at that. I'm not really impressed by effects anymore, I'm not going to lie. So, like, you got to hook me with the story that is. She's swinging on lightning.
And look at this armor.
Oh, that's awesome.
She's got the wings.
Looks like a Hawk Girl type thing.
The VHS
effects on there. Look at the rolled up suit jacket.
Just a trash can. So
June 5th. Okay. That looked pretty fun, man. We just finished it.
Other than bringing Steve back,
a weird choice, but we'll see how that ties in, or if that's anything important or whatever.
I don't know.
I wasn't a gigantic fan of the original Wonder Woman movie. I know everyone was.
Yeah.
But I got to watch it
again.
First
two acts, really good, fantastic movie. Third
I really
act,
didn't like Ares.
Just took a nosedive. And I was
Professor
Lupin. Professor Lupin from the Harry Potter series. The mustache, the porn star mustache underneath.
But he's a Greek god.
But he's a Greek god. Like he should have a beard at least. But
I thought it was just a form he was taking. But then they showed the flashback and he still had that. I was like,
what?
That took me way out of it. I know maybe it's a petty reason, but also the third act when he's walking and it's all the CG's like looking all weird.
Yeah.
Was not a fan of that.
But like, so I'm as much as I shit on DC, I was really hyped for Wonder Woman, and then it let me down. But with Steve dying in the first one, and then apparently coming back in the trailer, everything I've ever heard from like the DC fanboys who don't like Marvel's the MCU, one of their number one complaints is always nobody ever stays dead in the MCU. If they die, they come back. Steve Trevor came back.
That's in any comic. Honestly, that's in any kind of sci-fi thing. It's gonna happen.
But that's
a lot
of
people come
everybody,
back.
Everybody talks about like DC like being so realistic, and if someone dies, they die.
Yeah, I know.
And I'm like, Superman came back, and now Steve Trevor. So like, that's not an argument anymore.
Yeah. Let's get back to some questions here. Yeah, but that looks pretty good. I love swinging on the lightning.
That was an interesting choice. I thought that was pretty cool.
That was a great visual. Interesting looking story. We'll see what happens. I got to rewatch Wonder Woman.
To me, the problems that they're going to be facing because it's.
I think some people are joining us right now because the Kevin Smith after show just ended. So if you're joining us, hello, I'm not Kevin Smith, but I'm a big fan of his.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, we all are.
We did see him live once.
Oh man, I by the way, I'm a huge Kevin Smith fan, which you'll probably see his influence in the Infinity Trilogy.
Oh yeah,
it's probably going to be front and center in some of that.
Yeah.
Let's get back to some of these questions. We got a lot more since we were watching. We reacted. If you're just joining us, we just reacted to the Wonder Woman trailer because I didn't see it yet. Looks pretty good. Really interesting visuals. I'm excited to check that out. Where did we leave off here?
Timothy Dalton plays the chief on Doom Patrol, so DC hasn't completely wasted it.
Oh, did you ever watch Lois and Clark: The New Adventures of Superman? Yes.
Oh yeah.
I was a fan of that back in the 90s. I haven't watched it since. I'm sure it doesn't get cold. That was like a romantic comedy series.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was more about.
I remember watching that like at dinner when it came on when I was a kid. Like.
Yeah. Let's see. Boneyard 009 asks, "Must we talk about Alfred?" Now you remind me of the old Batman commercial when Alfred's asking Batman about dinner and Batman replies, "I'll get drive-through."
Oh yeah.
Has anyone seen the Alfred series, the Pennyworth series on Stars?
You know what?
My
mom and dad are actually watching.
Encore. Maybe it was Encore.
Epic.
Epic. What do you think?
It's epic. I haven't watched it.
What did they think?
They said it's really good, but
Has anyone seen it? Let us know what you think of the Alfred series.
Batman Earth 1, I have
the comic series at Batman Earth 1, which is God. I heard they put it on good. The third volume. I heard they put on like ice because they're working so long on Doomsday Watch or whatever the big crossover with the Watchmen characters.
Right.
So
I don't know, but other than Earth 1, like that Alfred, and like seeing his background and talking about it, I really have no interest in.
Well, Alfred's supposed to be a Secret Service agent and stuff, so I mean, it could be interesting, but like not a full like series like that. I mean, I don't know, man. I think that was a weird call. I mean, like give him a lot of development in something else. I mean, I love Alfred. Alfred's like my favorite non-Batman character. He's such a rich character, and there's a lot of background in him in Thomas Wayne and stuff, but. As a whole series, it just feels weird.
You make him more than he is, I think.
Right.
You make him this badass, this commando, or this 007 type character when it doesn't show through as much in most of the interpretations we've seen of Alfred. Now I know he's an older man in this net, but like with Earth 1, we see him put Batman on his ass. Mm-hmm. So I mean, in that iteration,
he saves Alfred saves Batman at the end of Earth 1.
Yeah.
So,
but then when they're fighting or whatever, and he takes out his leg, but then he still takes him out.
Right.
So I mean, like, we know he can be a badass, but to just make it so he's always a badass or this suave secret agent type character, it's like it takes away to me from the Alfred that I know.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand. Jake says, "Tell Doug to review Batman, Mr. Free Sub-Zero, which is an animated series Batman movie.
Fantastic. One of the best."
We talked about it. I think it was me and Jim and Ayana talked about it on an episode of Awesome Comics. So you can go check that out. We did review it a few years ago.
Wow.
Yep. Awesome Comics was a while ago, guys.
Getting old.
Steve Destroyer X says, "Steve Trevor theory: Machine or Martian Manhunter?" I would love if Martian Manhunter is in there, but I highly doubt that's.
That'd be a weird place to put him.
Yeah, Martian Manhunter's like almost my favorite part of Supergirl. So I mean, at least we get some version.
I really wish we would not have gone the cyborg
I know, route. Man, like, that was totally a DC call because they're trying so hard to push him with the New 52 and stuff, and like. And they fine, whatever. But like, Martian Manhunter is the soul of the Justice League, man.
And he's such a better character.
I love Martian Manhunter. Such an underappreciated character. Love Martian Manhunter. I want to see more from him in the crossover. Barely saw him in this.
Yeah.
You better show up more and in this full costume.
Yeah, he looks good.
Come on.
Supergirl. That is another thing I forgot to mention that I did like about the Supergirl series. I love Martian Manhunter. He looks great.
Yeah.
This proves that we can have a live action Martian Manhunter who could stand on his own.
They save it a lot.
Bill Lamar. Let's just do it.
Bill Lamar is in he plays his brother.
Oh,
in this new season of Supergirl. It was he plays the human version of his brother. So that was pretty cool to see.
But
but he didn't voice him. It was he did voice Green Lantern.
Oh, right.
I can't remember the name of the guy, but he played his dad on Supergirl.
Right.
The guy who voiced Martian Manhunter on the cartoon played Martian Manhunter's father in Supergirl, and he's great too. He still pops up. He was in this season for an episode.
Right. I got him.
He's got the very distinct voice. So good. John's asking, do you think this movie is going to continue to follow the Zack Snyder DCEU timeline, or are they just doing their own thing at this point? Talking about Wonder Woman 84.
Really fucking hope not.
I mean, I think it's still going to be loosely tied in, but I mean, they have enough free reign to do what they want.
They have free reign, but also they can either try and keep it in somewhat of a continuity, or the fact that I've heard the DCEU is no longer a thing. They can really just kind of negate a lot of the stuff that was established in Batman versus Superman and Justice League.
Mm-hmm.
So, because like in those two movies, you did not get the sense that she was known to the world.
Mm-hmm.
But if she's in the middle of a mall whipping a freaking golden lasso around, someone's going to remember her.
Right,
now, we did see her throw the tiara to knock out the cameras. I understand that. So that could be like, oh, she's
just
trying
like
to
a legend or something.
Yeah. But still, like if Bruce Wayne or Batman didn't know about her until he got the file from Lex, I don't see how they can have her being prevalent in the past without,
Yeah, they're gonna. I mean, they've definitely already retconned some stuff. So, like I said, I'm thinking it's gonna loosely follow some of that stuff, but it's basically doing its own thing at this point, which it should.
Yeah. Patty Jenkins is back, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
JD's 23. Not the same Steve Trevor. Almost 80 years have passed. I think they're going with the grandson, but no, it unless he's pretending to be his grandfather, that doesn't make any sense from the trailer.
Because he looked like he didn't know that.
Right. Unless he's pretending or something, and his grandson looks exactly like him, which would be a weird thing to do.
Terrible choice.
Hopefully they don't do that. RJ Godzilla 81 again asks, he states, I wish the first Wonder Woman movie had an opening title sequence like Batman 89 and Superman 78. That would have been cool. To get a lot of like the opening title sequences are reserved for after like the credits.
Yeah.
Like the first round of credits now, which I missed them when they were at the beginning. That really got you into the movie. And now they just kind of go right into it, like I have a couple of titles now, but I really like when those were at the beginning of movies, personally.
It depends. I mean, it has to be done right.
Right. I mean, but for Wonder Woman, I think it would have been cool if it was at the top. I agree with you there, RJ. Let's see we are getting dragged down there again. I keep losing my place, guys. I'm sorry. Where are we at here? Okay. Jake says, I like Jared Leto Joker design, but not the stuff he was covered in. I mean, I'm not a fan of mostly anything Jared Leto Joker. I'm sorry, Jake, but I'm glad someone liked it.
There was only one part at Ace Chemicals right before Harley jumps into the pit, and he's asking her, like, would you die for me? No. Would you live for me? Like, that was literally the only scene in that entire movie that I liked of him. Everything else was garbage. Sorry, but garbage.
Predictions for the next episode, Destroy X is saying. I mean, we already kind of went over some of that stuff, but I mean, it's looking like they're going to be having something with Batman and Superman, the Kingdom Come version. So, I don't know. I honestly have no idea what they're going to be doing.
Yeah,
that's Batwoman tomorrow, so it's going to be a more Batman-centric episode.
Which is cool with me.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I'm already, like, kind of – my expectations are just not what we've seen so far. So
RJ Godzilla 81 says Alfred's on Epix. It's not bad, but only seen 1 or 2 episodes. Okay. It's not something I'm probably going to check out. I love Alfred, just I don't think that was the right thing to do with that character. Let's see. Have you guys watched The Boys on Amazon Prime?
God,
Chambers.
Yes.
Love The Boys. And you were
Yes.
telling me about The Boys as a comic years ago.
I've read the first 2 or 3 trades, and man, brutal, absolutely brutal. It's even the comic is even more brutal than the series. Although
you showed me some of the stuff in the comic. I was like, oh my god.
A lot of it is shot for shot, like the main character Huey. I'm not going to do any spoilers. Something happens with him and a loved one, and it is almost shot for shot. The scenario is the same, but how they accomplish it is a little different. But man, and Carl Urban as the Butcher is just inspired. Carl Urban has long been one of my favorite actors. Dredd. Just so let's get the second one, please.
Yeah, I don't think they were going to do
or a series. We're talking about a series,
right? Yeah,
but yeah, The Boys is amazing.
Boys
Season 2 trailer just came out.
I didn't see that yet.
It looks good.
I'm excited, man. The Boys was some most unique. I feel like that's what Watchmen, the movie, like should have been almost. I mean, like Watchmen, the book. I mean, they want to adapt that, but in terms of like the tone and like really going all out with that, like superheroes are not good people kind of thing.
Yeah.
The Boys was just great.
Yeah.
I almost feel like that's kind of they went all the way on the edge.
The real Watchmen,
right?
Like,
and I'm not downplaying. I love the Watchmen book, and the movies. Like, I don't hate it or anything, but it is like
oddly enough one of the Zack Snyder movies I actually I like. I've never read the book.
You gotta read Watchmen.
I've paged through it.
You gotta read it.
I don't really have
that's
much
required
interest in it.
That's required reading for any comic book fan.
For me is
it's required reading for any comic book fan. You have to read Watchmen.
I'll probably get there.
You gotta do it,
these
man.
Days.
Where are we going here next? Can't believe this is from Bananas Epic Gaming. Can't believe they killed him in the first episode of the crossover. Wow, talking about Arrow. I really think that they're, like we said earlier, they're either going to bring a different version of Oliver in, or they're he's going to come back or something. So we'll see. How do you? Adam Grunther asks, how do you feel about Mirror Master being announced as the main villain of Flash season 6 second half? Mirror Master is a Flash villain, so that's cool that they're bringing him in. I mean,
it's gonna be interesting to accomplish.
Can't get
it's gonna be a lot of
worse.
VFX.
Right? Can't get too much worse than freaking blood work. So we'll see.
Yeah, that was just shoehorn. We gotta have a bad guy. We can't have character-driven episodes.
No,
we have to have a bad guy.
I know.
And if we do have a character-driven episode, it's gonna read like a after-school special. You gotta believe in yourself.
Yeah,
you can do it.
Carl Lumbly is the guy who played Martian.
Carl, yeah, okay, yeah.
Let's see. What is GA Death?
Green Arrow.
Oh, Green Arrow. Yes, I should have known that. We think that he might come back, or a different version and will come back. It's a weird thing to do. But again, I haven't been watching Arrow, so I don't know if this was like an earned death or not. So we'll see. Let's see what else we got here. Have you seen the Addams Family reunion with Tim Curry? No, Jake, I have not. I don't know. I've not heard about that.
No.
I don't know. Oh, okay.
Oh, Pattinson. Oh, okay.
JD's 23 asks, Elephant in the Room, do you have faith in Pattinson?
He's a good actor.
Let's talk about it.
He's a good actor. Take away Twilight.
Right. He's been in a lot of good movies and all that.
The Lighthouse one that I want to see.
Yeah, I got to see that too.
I haven't.
It's just called The Lighthouse.
Is it The Lighthouse?
Yeah, him and Willem Dafoe.
Willem Dafoe. It looks good. I heard Metropolitan, I think, was some years ago. I heard he played a really interesting character in that. And there's a few other ones that's on my list. He's a good actor.
Mm-hmm.
I think he can do at least better than Batfleck.
I mean, I did like Batman's.
I like
Batfleck's Batman, but
Batfleck.
We're just saying Batfleck now. We're not even saying Ben Affleck is Batman. It's just Batfleck.
In theory, I was okay with it, somewhat.
Yeah.
Batman vs Superman, too angry, rage-filled Batman. Justice League, too much of a bitch Batman.
Well, goofy. I wouldn't call him
goofy. Suicide Squad, that tiny
cameo, no, you're right, 100%.
Where he gives Deadshot the choice and says, I don't want to do this in front of your kid, but I will. That's Batman.
Yeah, I agree.
That was the best he did in that role.
I agree.
As Batman. He really felt like the character. He looked like the character. And it's like, can we get more of that? Oh, what does that have to... Why is this different? Was Zack Snyder involved in it directly? Not as much as he was, obviously, for Justice League and Batman vs. Superman. He was an executive producer. I think he had somewhat of a writing credit on Suicide Squad. But he wasn't as involved with it. So, hey, we get something that isn't complete shit. Go figure.
Right.
So, that was the small iota of good stuff from Batfleck. Other than that, I was not impressed.
I liked him, but yeah, I mean, it's a stigma that I'll still address here, is that when you cast a well-known actor as this big giant role, it's difficult for the audience to get invested, especially someone like Robert Pattinson, who's so well known for being Edward in the Twilight movies. There's a stigma attached to that. And you already are set back, like, you already you're stacking the deck against you. Yeah. And it's difficult for some people to get over that. I just want an actor who's not
Batman story.
Right. Well, yeah, I mean, it could be great. Like this Matt Reeves Batman, he directed all the Planet of the Apes movies, so it could be great. But the main point I'm trying to make is that when you have an actor like that who's so well known and you cast him as these big roles, it's tough. It's just tough to buy into it sometimes. So
Tyler Hoechlin is a perfect example.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I want an actor who's only done a few like smaller movies or like critically acclaimed stuff.
I was a huge fan
then gets cast as
of Teen Wolf on MTV.
Yeah.
It was like a guilty pleasure of mine.
Mm-hmm.
Tyler Hoechlin was a somewhat recurring main character.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he was a fantastic actor. I've seen him in some other stuff. He was a whatever actor. In Supergirl, from the stuff that I've seen him in, he's a great Superman. He looks the part, he acts the part,
Except
he
when
feels
they write
like
weird
Superman.
stuff for him to be like, Supergirl, you're so much better than me. Can you tell me how to be better? Please? Because you're better than me in every single way possible.
That's reference to when he was down earlier in the episode we talked about.
And I like Supergirl. I'm not crapping on Melissa Benoist Supergirl. She's
absolutely
fantastic. Love her. They kind of go overboard with that sometimes.
But so when I heard that Tyler Hoechlin was cast as Superman for Supergirl, I was like, okay, I can do that. When I heard Batman, Affleck was cast as Batman for Batman vs Superman, I was just like, okay. It's just like, fucking Ben Affleck? What?
Yeah.
So that's what he's saying. Like, I agree. Like, the big name actor, it's hard to accomplish.
It's tough, especially with the hero. With the villain, you could kind of pull it off. Jack Nicholson as the Joker, all that kind of stuff. But when you have a big hero like Batman or Superman, like, I would stay away from casting giant celebrities. Mm-hmm. Personally, that's just me.
Agreed.
Moving on here, Adam Grunther says, honestly, for me, there's nothing worse than Chris Klein as Cicada from the last season of Flash, which was awful.
Oh,
it was so bad. It was so bad. What were they doing? What were they thinking?
It was really bad.
Yeah, weird choice there for sure.
Gonna kill him. I'm doing my cheap knockoff bad voice.
It was a weird
he
choice. But Bloodwork's not much better, man. He was bad too.
At least he has more personality than knockoff bad.
Yeah, I know.
3.0, because we've already got Arrow as knockoff Batman.
Yeah. Geek Prime X, I wonder what his daughter is going to look like. Barry Allen, because the last time we saw her, she was erased. Like wondering if Nora West Allen is going to have a different costume. Is she supposed to come back? Well, that'd be interesting if she did.
I mean, so she got erased from existence, but they're all under the assumption that they're going to see her again.
Connection is unstable.
Let's no!
Reconnect. Are we back? Are we back?
Sorry if we went all wonky.
Sorry. I think we're gonna Bill Skarsgård as Joker. That'd be interesting.
Wow.
We're going to wrap this up. We've been going for an hour, 17 minutes. So that was we talked about the episode, and we talked about a lot of other stuff. So we'll be back here tomorrow.
Yeah.
And also on Tuesday. So we're going head to head with the Channel Awesome stream. So that's going to be
our Awesome Walter.
No, we're going to like the Channel Awesome Twitch.
Oh, yeah.
It goes on Tuesday. So I'm going to be here, not there. So, that's going to be happening. Yeah. No, I mean, just for this. Yeah. So we will be back here these next 2 days to talk more about Crisis on Infinite Earths. Please subscribe if you haven't. Make sure you guys watch the Infinity Trinity, which is coming out on Saturday. Please, Saturday through Wednesday. This coming Saturday through Wednesday will be the Infinity Trinity episodes 1 through 5. I've been working on this for over 5 years. You're going to see a really steep incline of progression from episode to episode in terms of quality, because where we start is like, you might watch and be like, this is like, okay, I guess. But then as it goes on, like, okay, this is a little bit better. This is definitely better. And then like by the last episode, we did pretty good.
Yeah.
So and that was a few years ago even.
Yeah.
And now we could do a lot better, I think, if we made something right now. But I mean, that's part of the fun of the series is seeing this incline of quality.
And the not only the incline of quality, the difference in the actors. Because it's all set at the same time, like it's
like hair length and stuff.
Hair length is different.
If you could forgive
facial hair, maybe
stuff.
A little bit of extra weight.
Yeah.
Or a couple characters, a loss of weight.
Yeah, you'll see some of that in there.
There's definitely
my hair changes a lot, but I tie that into the story.
Yes, which is really something to look for.
Yes. All right, guys, we're gonna wrap it up. Thanks for watching.
Hey, I'm gonna sign off with whether I thought this episode was naughty or nice.
What was it?
It was naughty.
It was a naughty episode. That's what we'll do tomorrow too.
Yeah.
All right. We'll talk to you guys later.
See ya.
Thanks for watching. Bye. Is it working? Is it ending? I can't
I
tell.
don't know.
Oh no, because it's one of those. There we go.
There we go. Bye.
Okay, bye.